At 24, Amaka was every man's dream and every woman's silent envy. Flawless skin, a husband who adored her, a wedding that lit up the town. And yet, 12 years later, her home was quiet, not with peace, but with absence. No cries, no footsteps, no child. They called her strong, they called her stylish, but behind closed doors, they whispered, "Why hasn't she conceived? Maybe she did something in the past." But Amaka knew she hadn't. She lived right, prayed right, did no harm. Still, the womb that should have sung stayed mute. Doctors had no answers. Her mother, silent, and God, mysteriously distant. Worse still, she was haunted, not just in life, but in sleep. Amaka often dreamed of children. They would laugh, play, and run around her. But anytime she stretched out her arms to carry them, they would scatter and never let her carry them, their laughter turning into echoes. She had that dream many times, and each time she woke up with tears on her pillow and emptiness in her chest, until one day, during a family gathering, a story slipped out. An old aunt chuckled and said, "Ah, the same mouth that mocked Nneka's barrenness is now watching her own daughter cry every month." The room was silent. Amaka froze. "Who is Nneka?" she asked. The aunt blinked, realizing what she had said, but the damage was done. That night, Amaka searched her childhood memories. A quiet woman, alone, always sitting near their gates, always smiling, and always insulted by her mother. She remembered how her mother would raise her voice and say, "What kind of woman reaches menopause without a child? Useless." And Amaka, just a child, never thought much of it. But now, her body was paying the price of a war she never started. That evening, Amaka sat down with her mother. She asked one question, barely above a whisper. "Did you really say those things to Nneka?" Her mother, now older, with softer eyes and slower breath, didn't deny it. Tears filled her eyes before words left her lips. "Yes, I did," she said, "and I've regretted it every day since I first watched you pray for a child that never came. I thought I was better than her, but God showed me the pain I mocked through you. If I could go back, I would fall at her feet." Amaka's heart broke again, but this time with understanding. She couldn't sleep, not from anger, but from the haunting question, can a curse find a daughter in place of her mother? 12 years of unanswered prayers suddenly made sense. It wasn't her sin, but the bloodline had a stain. She visited a priest. She prayed in silence. Then one morning, she left the city and traveled to a small town. There she found an older woman, grey and peaceful, Nneka. Amaka knelt before her without a word, and Nneka, without asking, whispered, "It wasn't your fight, child, but I forgive for you." From that day, things didn't magically change, but peace returned. Amaka still didn't have children, but her heart no longer carried guilt it didn't earn. Now, she speaks to young girls. Be careful what battles your mother starts. Sometimes the wounds land on you.